Results by Jess. Okay, so everybody, I just want to tell y'all thank you for tapping in this far. We are out here doing episode 26. Yes, yes, yes. So, who would have thought it would make it this far, right? So, KRB, once again, as always, I want to tell you guys thank you for everything you have done, every opportunity that you have given me, all the support and the trust for being on the platform. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. And so TikTok, thank you guys for tapping in, for the views, for the likes, for the diamonds, etc. YouTube, thank you guys for riding me all the way up until this point. Tap in on Thursdays. I have Truthful Thursdays, and tap in on Saturday as you're here now for a live on KRB Live Online. So once again, we are tapping in to finish our second to last segment for Why Not Me? This is something that has been very big for me and a lot of the guys that have been following me. It's just one of those things where you have to trust yourself and understand that things are going to work for your good. Something is not happening to you, things are happening for you, things are happening through you, and you just have to know that everything you do, it is for a good cause, and everything that you are learning is to help you for your future self. Because everything that has to happen is just gonna happen. It can be something that you're happy about, it can be something that you're a little sad about, but guess what? Life is going on, and you're gonna keep pushing. So, I had someone ask me earlier in this week, what is going on with everything that I've been working towards with my products. So, I'm just going to tap in on this, and this was a why not me situation. A lot of people feel like they wanted me to continue pushing different products because they liked it, and that's okay. And so I'm learning the why not me in my situation business-wise is why not me be the one to push the things that nobody else wanted to push, or push the things that nobody thought they could. And so just because somebody is speaking more on one product than the other, it doesn't mean that I need to stop talking about other products. So that is something I had to learn for myself. The why not me is why not trust me? Why not trust what I'm doing and believing that I can get this stuff done because I can, because I already did. So thank you guys for the support on that. And if you want to have some of these natural products from Impressive Results by Jess, you can go to ImpressiveResultsByJess.com. That is our website. You can get to our website through our tags on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, all of them. Every platform I'm on, I have the link to the website. That's ImpressiveResultsByJess.com. We have scalp treatments, we have beard and skin treatments, we have shampoos, conditioners, body butters, you name it, we got it for all your natural hair and skin care needs. So thank y'all for that. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you guys. So on that note, it's just so many things that you have to get in your mind whenever you're trying to do something different that nobody else that you ever have been around, anybody that you talk to, is willing to do the things that you are to get things done that you're getting done. And so I just want to tell y'all, whatever you have been working on, like just understand that the why not me for you, who knows what that is. And you won't know until you trust yourself and get those things done and execute. And so that has been a big thing for me to understand. And hopefully what I'm saying and the information I share in my journey and my experiences help you find out your why not me, or help you figure out why you haven't been doing the things and what you could do better, to help you reach those goals. Because we are all working towards something. We all have things that we want to do. We all have things that we want to execute on. But it's like, sometimes we don't know where to start. Like, why am I doing this? How is this going to ever make sense? And one of the most important things, especially now with everything happening in life, how am I going to get some money from this? Like, how am I going to be able to pay the bills, take care of my family, you know, those that have kids, spouses, elderly people, parents that they have to take care of, other family members. Like, how am I going to get these things done with my business? How am I going to get these things done with whatever sponsorships I'm trying to be a part of? Like, everything has to work together. You don't want to do nothing that's working against it, against the ultimate goal. That is what I have been learning. That is what I've been teaching my mentees. That's what I've been talking about with my mentors. It's like, one of my mentors, he has a trucking company, and he was just telling me about how with the ports shutting down and the strike they had going on, how even though at the time, yeah, they got their raise and they doing these things now, but it puts their loads and the money that they needed to make behind, which is costing them more money. So it's like, he had to really have a why not me thought process, because he still got to pay for all the stuff. You got to pay for the insurance for the trucks. You got to pay for the maintenance of the trucks. You got to pay the workers who are driving the trucks. And it's just, listening to his story, that most definitely was a why not me situation. And it's just one of those things, like, to see him pushing through on all the things that he has to do that I couldn't even imagine. Mind you, I can't imagine all the stuff he got to do for his trucking business. And I think about the things I have to do for the podcast, the things I have to do for my website, the things I have to do to just run the different platforms that my business is on, that the podcast is on. It's like, whoa, like, we really have to be committed to these things. You really have to trust yourself to get these things done, to execute on all levels. Because if you don't, you're going to be in last place. You'll be in last place. And nobody wants it. Everybody want to win. Everybody trying to thrive. So y'all, let's work together, not against each other. And on that note, so KRB, I told you guys that I was going to start back playing some music here and there, and so I am going to tap in with y'all and give y'all something nice. So, as y'all know, those of you that listen on here regularly, so I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. That has been one of my favorite groups since I was younger. And people be like, really? I'm like, yes, really. I love them, Earth, Wind, and Fire. So whenever I am doing my little DJ thing I've been trying to learn how to do, I will most definitely be picking one of those to listen to. So those of you that are on TikTok and that are on YouTube, remember, you cannot hear what I'm doing on the radio end unless you tap in on KERB online live. If you don't get on that radio broadcasting, you cannot hear the music I play, etc. And until I can figure out how to let y'all hear both, right now y'all can hear it. So you have to be on the radio broadcasting and on these platforms to hear and see what I'm doing. So on that note, okay, so TikTok and YouTube. When I tell y'all the love that I have for you guys for showing up for me and doing these things, that is part of the reason why my website currently has all of my products on sale. So those of you that have seen my journeys with my hair, from me cutting it to me dyeing it, and it is still able to be healthy right now, thank God. I did do a little cut because I had some color on here that damaged my hair, but I did do the things I needed to treat it and to help it get back to its healthy state. But I still didn't like how it looked, so I did a trim. So we will show the growth as it grows, but I can still have like a little long bob, so I ain't out here bald headed. It's still some work I can do, still some things I can do with my hair. So thank you again for tapping in. Thank you again for following us all this time. Along the way, all the things I have been doing, I'm trying to bring the best I can for you guys. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not helping nobody with this information, then what is the point, right? So send me the likes, the loves, share it out, because I want to help whoever I can. And remember, when you look good, you feel good. And I'm big on the mindset of having healthy mindset, healthy life, healthy love, relationships. Like everything you do in your life, it should be all love. Nobody should be sending negative vibes to people. We don't want no negativity. We want our positive for everybody. So my next talk here that I'm going to do moving forward, I'm gonna try to have some open spaces. So I'm gonna have some people tap in and come in and talk about some things that they feel like has been laid on their heart. So y'all listening and tap in, and don't be judging my guests because we are all on different journeys. Some of them are entrepreneurs. Some of them are just going through life and trying to, refocus or retrack and see where they went wrong and how they can get into a better position. So I thank you guys once again for tapping in. And as I said, I am live on the radio broadcasting right now, KERB Online Live. So when you get on there, you can see my show, which is 6 to 7 every Saturday. That's on Saturday. I'm on here 6 to 7 because that is when I'm on the radio. So I have his DJs on there, his other talk shows on there. And so they just share their passion for music, they're sharing their experiences that they've had with different artists, things of that nature. I'm not the only one that have interviews. Those DJs have interviews as well, and the other people at the talk shows. But this is Jess and JessTalks, and we talk about real things. We're not judging nobody once again. So if you don't have nothing positive to say, please don't say nothing because I'm not for none of that. I ain't gonna let nobody that I have on here feel like they being, judged or feel like they're being talked about in a negative way because that's not what I'm about. But I thank you guys for tapping in. So as long as you're on a growth mindset, hey, I'm here to answer any questions that you have. And if you want to be a part of the podcast, you want to be a guest, please tap in. You can email me at jessicaadvisor@impressivesoulsbyjess.com. That is my business email. And if you want to ask some questions about the products, you can go look online at impressivesoulsbyjess.com, where I have the shampoo, the conditioner, the scalp treatment, the beard treatment, and our body butters. And so that website is in my TikTok profile as well. It's on the YouTube profile. It's on Instagram, Snapchat, etc. You name it, it's on the Impressive Souls by Jess. So once again, on the radio right now, I'm playing Red Hot Chili Peppers' Greatest Hits. And so the title of this song is Soul to Squeeze. Soul to Squeeze. So I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but that's one of my jams. I like it, so that's why I play it. And because it's my show, I play what I want. So if y'all like it, they ain't gotta like it. But I love y'all. I'm about to tap back into the radio. So I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking on radio too. So y'all gotta be patient with me. Cause they be like, what's she doing when she stopped talking? I'm getting myself ready for the radio. Alright, KRB. So thank you guys for listening in on that. So once again, that was Red Hot Chili Peppers. It was a part of their greatest hit soundtrack, Soul to Squeeze. Soul to Squeeze. What they sound like? So they say a lot of good stuff on that song. But when you first hear that title, Soul to Squeeze, that sounds like you want to squeeze somebody tight. Like you want to hold them real tight to get all the way to their soul. So they feel you in their soul. That's how I be taking. But of course, they saying a whole lot of different things, so it means different things to the artist, of course. But that's what I took from it. So love y'all, don't judge me. Back to why not me. So I don't know, like to me, that is just something big because I just can't stop saying it. People love to focus on the negative things that are happening. And when we do that, we miss out on all the positive things, like all the positive things. And like when I tell y'all, I feel like my life has literally been preparing me for each show because your girl has been going through life. Life has been lifing. And one thing my girlfriend told me earlier, which I'm gonna have to agree with her, shout out to CC, thank you baby, Dr. CC. She was like, man, life be lifing, but God be guarding, and that's true. Because when I tell y'all, I don't know who go to church and who don't, but it's a song that say, Lord, I'm a living testimony in this real life. It be stuff happening daily, all day long, and you be thinking like, man, how I'm gonna get out of this? But that's where gratitude comes in there. And I'm always talk about that because that is so big and it's so serious. And when you lose sight of having that gratitude, that's when you go wrong at. Because so many things are out of your control, but the things that you can control, you gotta live on that. You gotta thrive in those areas. You wanna start being on time to work, guess what? You have to get up early. If you wanna start having a better attitude, you know, when you go places, you need to have a good attitude when you leave the house. You need to not be able to be so easily influenced emotionally, mentally, physically, verbally. You can't let the stuff that people say affect you to the fact where you can't even get through your day. You can't even handle your business. And I know that's easier said than done because I have to self-regulate always, at all times, especially in the professions that I have worked in. As a police officer, I sure had to do it. So not even just my profession, as a parent. I'm always constantly reminding myself that these kids is kids, and kids gonna be kids regardless, because they'll sit there and piss you off, and then the next 13 minutes is something that they need from you, and they come in there smiling and hugging you. And you gotta be feeling like these kids is bipolar, like something wrong with these kids. But at the end of the day, you have to go back to when I was 13, when I was 14, hell, when you was 10. It's things that you're mad at in that moment, but you remember, oh man, I want to go somewhere tonight, or it's something I want them to give me for next week. So you're going to try to replay that and try to get in that good graces again. And that's the same thing with adults. We be trying to act like the kids are so much different than us, and they not. They're a reflection of what you're doing. They're a reflection of how you do stuff. So it's like, man, what can I do better so these kids won't act like this? Or what can I do better so these people can respond to me better at work? And so it's all about you. Like I tell my kids at school, I tell my kids in my house, at the end of the day, you have to be ready to be the change that you need to see. And that's one question that I've been asked on the several interviews that I've been on. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I still get very nervous when I'm interviewing other people. I get nervous when people interviewing me because it's just like, sometimes it's like, how do you know what to say? What if this is the wrong thing? What if they take this the wrong way? And I've learned to just be like, whatever. They take it how they gonna take it. They gonna like it, they gonna love it, or they gonna hate it. But what I learned is I literally have been looking in the mirror all these years and just saying, okay, who did I feel like I needed to see when I was 12, when I was 15, when I was 16, hell, when I was 21? What did I need to see? And so whatever I feel like I needed to see, I just work my best at being that person, because you can't see something that you've never seen, right? But you can, because you have all these examples of the things that you did not like. You have all examples of the people that you were around that you didn't feel like were really for you. You have, so even with guys, people say, oh, well, if they ain't never had no father, how can they be a father? No, that's not true. Because once you saw that you didn't have a father, or once you see that you didn't care for how your father did things, you can look in the mirror and say, okay, so how did they do that? What did they do? Okay, I didn't like that. And so then you make the decision to not do those things that you saw. So it's like, it's all about your mindset. It's all about what is the work that I'm willing to do to make these changes and be effective and productive in my life, and my kids' life, and my work. Like, what can I do at work to make these days go by quicker, to go by better? Like I've been told by my coworkers, man, when you come in here and you smile and laugh, and that really make my day. And I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just being myself because I'm happy. I tell you, I'm doing amazing every day because I'm alive. I don't need you to get me started. I don't need you to be my hype man. Because my auntie was telling me yesterday, she said, you know, you can talk yourself up, and I can. I don't need nobody to do that. Don't get me wrong, it feels good, you know, when people are supportive and they support what I'm doing, and they celebrate me. And because you want to be what you celebrate and not tolerate it, of course. But at the end of the day, baby, if you support me or don't support me, I'm going to be out here, I'm going to be getting to it, I'm going to be working, I'm going to be grinding, because that's what I do, that's what I want for myself. And I can't see the finish line until I do work. You have to do work. So that has been my why not me. Just understanding that the harder I work towards those goals that I want, I will see it eventually. So why not me go through these trials? Why not me be the example to show people what not to do, because those things are important too. Just because you feel like you're not doing a good job, I can't tell y'all, I have to say this, I can't tell y'all how many times I have felt like I have messed something up so bad, and then right after whatever I did, so many people are texting me or calling me, man, you killed it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just kind of like, what are y'all even talking about? All I can see is all the mistakes I made. All I can see is all the things that I wish I was able to do in that moment that I never got an opportunity to do because of whatever reason. Had to hurry up, had to stop, had to pivot, had to maneuver. And it's just like, man, what does this even mean? Like, do this mean I need to slow down? Does this mean I need to speed up? You just never really know. You don't know until you execute. You don't know until you do things. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for all the life experiences that I have had, because anybody could be sitting in this position I'm sitting in. Anybody could have got, the green light to be in this window from 6 to 7 on KERB Live. You hear me? But y'all gave it to me, and I'm appreciative. And I just want people to know, like, hey man, it's up. Whatever y'all thought I was doing and y'all didn't care for it, prepare to be sick of me in real life. Cause we live, online. 6 to 7, KERB, yes. Okay, Cardi, so like I said, we out here, we get to it, we making moves. We have some good interviews coming up soon. I just been getting everybody time to get themselves together. It's a new month, we got new things coming. I'm gonna be doing a few specials here for my website, so y'all tap in. Thank y'all for the support once again. It's Impressive by JessTalks.com. That is the website to go get the products, y'all. Impressive Results by JessTalks.com. It is a beauty consultant business, so I consult people on how to take care of their skin and their hair, and I help them on their journey with my all-natural products that I make, myself and my assistant, and we get these products out to y'all, we ship them, etc., and we keeping it moving. So, coming soon, even though I had already been trying to get the cards together, the market together, the products will be on Amazon, y'all, on Amazon. So y'all gonna shop everything else, so you'll be able to get the ingredients and all of that for what's in there. And it's important to me to let you guys know these are all natural ingredients, but some people are allergic to some natural things. So if you are allergic to things, you need to understand and look at what are in the products, because when you know what's in something, you know if it be harmful or not. And so all of my ingredients are on the website. It tells you what is in each product. So that is important to me. I don't want nobody skin breaking out or having no reaction on their scalp because of my products, because I don't got time for that. I need to be helping people and not hurting people. Okay? So why not me? Why not me go through that? Because I had a situation like that. Somebody was allergic to coconuts and they didn't tell me. And I have 2 products with coconuts in it. And so when I first learned that, it made me make a whole nother product in that same product, but I changed up some of the ingredients to help them. So when I know what's going on, I can be aware and to pivot and make those changes in the moment, because I don't want nobody having an allergic reaction. Okay? That's important to just. So those are things that I have had to learn throughout my process of doing business and my process of not taking things personally. And that's something that I had to really learn, because people are not mad at you. People are mad at you making the decision to make those changes that they would have never thought they could do. So people be like, man, why you doing that? Man, you on here talking to these people don't want to hear that. But plenty of people on here, because I have plenty of views on my platforms, and these people trust me enough to be on the radio. So clearly somebody want to hear what Jess got to say, because Jess talks and Jess be talking. But once again, I do appreciate the support, y'all, because you could be listening to anything, you could be watching anything, but you here with Jess, and Jess really appreciate you. I want to say that I have a lot of family members that are doing so many amazing things, and little by little, I'm going to get them on here and tap in and just share their story. I learned so many things about friends and family every time I have interviewed different people. And it's like, I had no idea they went through these things. I had no idea they were capable of doing these things, even though we can do all things through Christ, of course. Whenever you put your faith in God, you can get anything done. But at the end of the day, some people don't believe it. Like, we say those things and we'll read these things and we'll make all these declarations, we'll make all these New Year's resolutions, and we'll do all these other things. But when it comes to actually just fully believing that you can execute these things no matter what, people don't do that. You know, they say they do, but they really don't. And you know they don't because they not jumping off the porch. Okay? They not jumping off the porch. They up there acting like they gonna do something and don't do nothing. So, and it's no slugging about it because it's been plenty times where I should have been more active and more forward thinking with the things for my problems. Hell, with the podcast, it's some of the things that I could have already executed. I mean, I have now, but at first I did it because of that doubt. It's like, man, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Man, when I don't have time to do this, I barely got time to be a parent. I barely got time to go to work and be a parent. And I'm always reminded of me working as a police officer, working 3 and 4 extra jobs, and still being able to take care of my 2 kids and finish my bachelor's degree without any like hands-on day-to-day assistance. And I did it all, and it's kind of like for me to put that in my memory bank and hold it right there and remember that that was not easy, but it was a goal worth me obtaining and executing. And so I got those things done. And so I'm like, man, if I did that, why can't I have a podcast? Why can't I push my products? Why can't I motivate people along the way and try to be some type of inspiration for somebody else? And it's like anytime that I do like any hands-on helping people, virtual things helping people, just sharing people's product on my website, sharing people's services on my platforms, it's like to me that's just as big as you going in person somewhere, because it's really hard to get traction online. It's really hard to get people to look at what you're doing. It's really hard to grab people's attention because our attention span is so short. And I say hour because it's me too. If you looking at something and you don't really follow them or catch what they saying regularly, you're not listening to it. And it's just the bottom line. So for me to be able to help people on their journeys in any kind of way, I'm signing up for it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do my best to do my best at it because none of us are perfect. Nobody knows exactly what to do all the time. You know, some people have the knowledge of getting things done and executing them, but that's why you have to go out and help others because you have to pay it forward. That's how you move up. And somebody that I spoke to that mentored me before, he said, you cannot grow until you help others. You have to help others. You have to provide services that other people can profit from and other people can gain knowledge from. And that's really been big to me, just ensuring that everything I do can help somebody else. Because if we don't help nobody, then what is the point? What are we really doing? So, on that note, KRB, I'm going to give y'all another one. And look, I ain't going to do y'all too bad. I'm going to go with the Michael Jackson stay. We're going to do Beat It. Michael Jackson Beat It from his Thriller Deluxe Edition. So TikTok, once again, I told y'all not on the radio, so y'all can't hear it. YouTube, same thing. If y'all not tapped in on the radio broadcast, and you won't be able to hear the music. So TikTok and YouTube, Jess is really like, I ain't gonna say like I'm just really just old school, like I don't listen to nothing new school, because I do. But when it comes like Earth, Wind and Fire, when it comes like to the old R&B, like Avant, Maxwell older music. I like some music too, but that older music was just something else. But music, soul child, like all of those artists that are not really doing a whole lot now, like they doing things, but not on the scale that they were at first. Like I love that music, and I just can't even explain it, but I really do. So let me ask y'all this: what are y'all views on why not me? Like, what was your why not you? Like, what is something you think about back in the day when you thought you could never accomplish the goal, but now you're doing it, or now you're closer to reaching that goal of getting those things done? Like, just think about that. What are the things that you never thought you could do, but you did it now, or you're working towards it? Like, that's my whole thing, and I think that's the purpose of me honing in on why not me, because so many people focus on the, why me, why I have to go to this, why I had to have these kids early in life, why my husband left me, why I got cheated on, like all of this stuff, or why did I cheat on them? Because sometimes we do things without really paying attention to what made us react those ways, because those are our reactions. And remember that everything that we do are learned behaviors. So what did we see, or what did we feel like made these things okay? Because that's a real thing. So once again, like I tell y'all, I'm big on the mental health aspect of all of it, because that is one of the biggest things that affects us. If you black, Hispanic, white, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, like whatever nationality you are, whatever your cultural background is, you have been through something in your life that you don't care for. And so it's like, how did you overcome that? And that would be, to me, the why not be. Like, all these things happened to me, but I got it done, and I pushed forward because I looked past all of these things that I can't do nothing about. I can't do nothing about being black, being a woman. So guess what? I'm not going to let that be a crutch for me. I can't help that I got 2 kids and I take care of them by myself. I'm not going to let it be a crutch for me. Like, why not me be able to take care of my kids and show them the right way to do things? Why not me be able to show my son how, a man should be treated without spoiling him to the fact of he thinks that women are supposed to do everything for him. We're not doing that. I make him wash clothes, I make him wash dishes, I make him be able to cook, he take out the trash, and also we doing things academically. He reading, he writing, we doing math. Because I don't want my son to grow up to be a sorry man. I don't want my son to grow up to be a man that depends on no woman to take care of him. He needs to be able to take care of himself. He needs to be able to show the woman that he's with that he's a man that she can lean and depend on. Also, she better be helping my baby too. Let's we ain't raising, I'm not raising no sucker either. So let's not tell. We're not raising no suckers either. So, but I hope that you guys are showing your kids, your nieces and nephews, the things that need to happen so they can be productive in life. Because nobody's perfect. We don't have all the answers, but we know some stuff. So help them be on the right track, y'all. Look up for them. Take care of them in every way possible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it count. Remember that all of it counts. Let me see. Y'all, the people that's on here listening to Michael Jackson, which is, how about that? Alright, KRB. I hope y'all enjoyed it because I did. Like I said, I love me some Michael Jackson. He's one of the people that's top on my list as well. And so, and I know I've been killing y'all for Earth, Wind, and Fire when I've been playing music. So I was trying to change it up for y'all. But I'm most definitely, y'all know, before this is up, y'all gonna hear Earth, Wind, and Fire. So y'all just pray for me and deal with me. And pray that y'all get some gear for the next time. But y'all know that's coming into play eventually. So, I'm really thinking about, and I said this before, but I think I'm gonna tap back in on adulthood being the worst hood. And I got a lot of backlash on my YouTube channel about that, and so that's another thing that made me want to do it because I don't know, I ain't gonna sound controversial, but I'm kind of like, I must have hit the nail on the head for somebody or ruffle some feathers, and I'm fine with that. Look, because just hit a help, and that means that I need to talk about it more because you had some on your chest. How about that? So I am most definitely going to not back off of it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna start it for this next season or will I end this season with it and continue with. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm kind of been in limbo about it because again, we want everything to be purposeful and meaningful. And right now, I have been really led to the why not me. Again, like I said, because it's so many things happening with me personally, and I know that I'm not the only one, that has to push through in life and get things done. So again, thank you guys for riding with me and listening to me and tapping in on the platforms. But we gonna see. Like adulthood is, I ain't gonna say I say this the worst hood, but of course it's things that happen in your childhood that you don't care for either. But it just feel like in your adulthood is just so many things that you can't do nothing about. It's like once it's there, it's there. At least when you're a kid, you had opportunities for somebody else to fix the problem for you. But as an adult, you out of there. Like whatever take place, there's nothing you can do about it. The people, they all gonna laugh at you like they say on Carrie. Yeah, so my daughter, I used to make her so mad because she would do stuff and she told me I was petty and I need to grow up. But I'm not, I don't care. I'm towards this kid for life. And so, yeah, I would tell this girl that I took her nose. I don't know why she would believe me, but she was like, but it was like, you had to be like between the ages of like 5 and 6, 5 to 7. I don't even say 7, but yeah, I would like literally put my, how you do, put your finger on their nose and snatch your finger off real fast. And I would tell this girl that I took her nose. When I tell y'all, that has to be some of the funniest. I tell my baby would get so mad at me, damn near in tears, and I'm laughing in tears because it's so funny to me. And I would tell her, they're all gonna laugh at you. Yo, if y'all can see how this girl looking at me with this fake look. But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I feel like I used to torture my baby a little bit, but it was kind of funny because she would be, especially when she started cutting up, y'all, and acting like she don't know what I'm talking about, and she can't hear me talking to her. I fixed it real fast. I told her that's why I still got your nose. Mind you, she could look in the mirror, y'all, and see that her nose is on her. For whatever reason, that would trigger my poor baby. But at any rate, it's funny because I be thinking about this stuff, like the things that we do just growing up in general. And all jokes aside, y'all, when I tell y'all, my children truly, I feel like saved my life both times I had them because, you be on your own path, you have your own plans, and be stuff that you feel like you got all the answers to and you got things in place and you're like, man, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, after this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then anytime I felt like I was just, what's the right word to say? Like untouchable, baby, God gave me them kids. And I'm like, okay, I know this right. And I say them kids like I got a whole lot of them. So I have 2 babies. I love my babies to death. I have a girl and a boy. And the girl is graduating this year. Girls is graduating, mama's little baby, my little Tinkerbell. So shout out to my baby. She'll be graduating and moving on to her next journey. So I'm just like, that was another thing for me. I was like, why not me have this little girl and show this little girl the right way to do stuff? And again, that was another thing. I had this plan of how she was going to be, what I thought she was going to like. And when I tell y'all, this girl did the complete opposite of all my little plans, just her just feelings. Because I love sports, I ran track, played basketball, volleyball, like the whole 9, you name it, I played it. And that little girl only wanted to dance. Granted, I danced prior to doing sports, but once I started doing sports, that was it for me. And I'm kind of like, how I'm supposed to cheer for her dancing, like what I'm supposed to say. And she would just look at me and roll her eyes. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say. I know what to say like at a sports event. But what you want me to say while you dancing? And she was like, you don't say nothing, you just clap out the there. And I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. So it's like, you have to learn how to parent each child. Because when I had my son, he decided he didn't want to do stuff I wanted to do either. I wanted him to do either. So it's like, man, these kids just really just, I'm just sitting here, like just waiting for one of them to do something that I want them to do, and they don't look like it's happening, y'all. So keep Jess in y'all prayers. But why not me is most definitely something that I can talk about forever and ever and ever. But I know y'all get the short attention span, and I have to tap into other avenues. So I'm most definitely going to get back into our adulthood is the worst hood, and I have so many people that want to tap in on it. And so if you want to be one of those people, like I said, you can email me at jessicavisor@imperfectsourcebydjess.com, jessicavisor@imperfectsourcebydjess.com, and you can most definitely request to be booked, and I'll send a booking link to you, etc. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. We're not just on here lollygagging and having fun. I'm on different platforms, multiple platforms, so your brand, your story will be on these platforms. And so, that was one of those things that everything costs. But I appreciate you guys thus far, for everybody that has been on the show, those that have supported the show, that have shared the show, because there's so many things that I have been building on and working towards to make it better for you guys. Because without y'all, I wouldn't be on here, because people have to listen to this for us to be on here. And so I appreciate you guys once again, and thank you for just tapping in and trusting me and trusting what I'm saying, trusting I'm telling y'all some real deal information and not be faking and shaking, because I ain't got time. And like my old supervisor used to tell me, he'll always say, pay me, don't play me. And I'm like, sir, go on with all that, but that's a real thing, People want to say all this stuff and tell you how much they support you and how much they care about what you're doing, but they don't want to pay the cost. People want you to give them discounts, etc. But I guarantee you, if your job asked you for this, that, and the other, and they don't want to pay you the full price, there'll be a problem for you. You most definitely would be sure to do it. I'll tell you that. And so on that note, I'm Shelby KRB. I'll be sure, misunderstanding, because there must definitely be a misunderstanding when it comes to my money. That's all I got to say about it. Okay, TikTok. Thank y'all once again for tapping in. I keep saying that because, look, y'all understand. My daughter just told me earlier today, make sure when I'm on here to not embarrass her. so y'all, please tap in, like your girl stuff, share your girl stuff, because we on the move. It's only up from here, and so you want to make sure that you was the one that heard me before everything took place. And you want to say, oh yeah, that's Jess, and she talks. She always talking. Yes, I am. Always talking. And this cup say, a cup of sunshine for you. Yes, it is. So this is a gift from one of my best friends, and I love her to death. Shout out to Sergeant Charles. That's my girl, I love her to death. And so, y'all, when I tell y'all, my friends be so funny, my family be so funny. I have literally went to church, y'all, and when I'm about to hug one of my older aunties, I don't even know these people be tapping in on your girl stuff. My auntie say, okay, impressive Jess. I'm like laughing so hard, y'all. And so that's why I really be trying my best to act right, because I know like my people is listening to me. And I don't want to have my people up here talking about me, talking down on me. So I'm trying my best to act right the best I can. Do I cut up? Absolutely. I can't help myself, because it's just me. But at the end of the day, I do try to act right, y'all. So if it's something that I have talked about that you want me to speak more on, please say that. Send me some messages, DM me, send me the emails, of course, and just tap in. Like, let me know what you want to see more of, what kind of topics you want to have, and I'll make sure that we slide some of that in. I can't promise it'll be the next episode or the episode after that, but I will put it in place because I care about what y'all have to say. I care about what y'all want to hear because that's why I'm here just talking, okay? But like I said, if you have not tapped into KRB Online Live, then you have not heard the radio station as a whole because I'm playing music. There's different things I'm doing on the mixer. So you missing those key things if you're not tapped in online as well. But I appreciate you guys once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right now, currently, I'm playing Misunderstanding by Al B. Shore. And like I told y'all, I like all the music, so don't even laugh at me, don't talk about me. You know, play with your mama, don't play with me. That's all I got to say. But like I said, thank you guys for tapping in. We're on here every Saturday, 6 to 7. I'm on the radio. And I did shoot for Thursday on TikTok this last Thursday. And I really like the feedback. So I may start going live on here too when I do that because usually I just go live on there on my YouTube channel. So if y'all want me to tap in, y'all just give me some diamonds, some stars, and lights, and all of that so I can know that you guys want to get more on here. Or else I'm going to stick to my YouTube channel and keep everything going on Apple Podcasts, etc. But it's a lot that I'm saying on Motivation Mondays, Truth for Thursdays. I did one of the interviews live on TikTok and YouTube. Instagram, I love Instagram, y'all, but the live on there is just really dying down. It's not the same. So I'd rather go live on TikTok and YouTube. So y'all bear with me. So don't feel like I don't be on TikTok. I mean on Instagram because I do, but I go live on TikTok and YouTube only now. I don't really go live that much. I don't know the last time I went live on Instagram actually, but I said I'm gonna have to go live on there a little bit. So maybe I'll do something sometime this week. I don't know. We'll see. All right, KRB. So that was Misunderstanding by I'll be sure. So thank you guys for tapping in once again. It is Jess and Jess is talking, and we are live on KERB Online Live. Okay, and so this is an amazing opportunity, and because of this opportunity, it showed me how imperative it was for me to get onto the other podcast platforms. So now you can hear your girl audio on what Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, like etc. Anything that you can listen to a podcast on, you can catch our podcast on there. And first hosted by Jess, and the podcast name will be JessTalks. Okay, JessTalks, and I'll be talking. So I have just about almost all of season 1 and 2 currently on there, and I'm getting ready to start posting season 3. So if you haven't been able to hear the things before this season, season 3, then you can tap in on those platforms and hear the old ones. Once again, I thank y'all for the support, and we're gonna keep it going. So I really need the feedback though, because if I'm gonna switch to no hood being the worst hood, that's gonna, first of all, that's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm most definitely gonna be cutting up a little bit. I'm trying not to cut up, but it was, y'all, the interviews I did on that segment was crazy. Y'all think the segments on never letting people ride or something. I'm telling y'all, that'll know us more hood, that's gonna be something else. So I think I may revisit that. I may revisit that because again, the platform is based on mental health, and when you look good, you feel good, and as an adult, sometimes you don't be feeling good. And all the time you don't be looking good. So it's one of those things like, man, what is the next move for me? Like, why haven't I hit those pinnacles that I want to reach? And what have I not been doing to reach those things? And so I think that's why I really honed in on the why not me, because it's so many things that I felt like initially I could not do or I was incapable of doing, but now I see that I can. Well, I always knew that I could, but it's like having that trust factor in yourself, having that belief factor in you, knowing that, okay, I control these things. You know, I can't do this until I actually do it. And so knowing that has helped me like just progress in so many areas in my life, at work, in my business, in the podcast end of the business, and my parenting, and my ways of helping my siblings, and to my parents. Because you know, as your parents get older, you become the parents down there. I mean, my daughter already tell me that I'm doing it to her, and I don't even feel like I'm that old. But she already talking about, what would you do without me? And I'm just like, girl, whatever. But you know, I appreciate both of my kids, because even my son, as young as he is, I feel like he helped me stay on track with so many things. I was listening to one of my devotionals earlier, and Pastor Furtick, I think I'm saying his name wrong, but y'all, if y'all listen to him on YouTube, you know, Stephen Furtick, and he is always speaking on his parenting challenges and the things he wanted to reach as for the goals for his parenting. And he said he read a book, and it was saying how when your kids are going through their adolescent phases, that is actually helping you, even though they may be doing things that you don't like or you don't understand, or you maybe feel like you're losing hair or losing sleep, or your blood pressure is going up because these kids, at the end of the day, they are most definitely helping you see yourself, because they all just many people, many youths, you know, regardless of how many kids you got, 1, 2, 5, or 6, or how many you have, it's something about you that is in all of those kids. And the parts that irritate you the most definitely is either the things that you struggle with a whole lot, or the stuff that you see that the other parent did, like, and it bothers you. And when it comes to my daughter, I always tell her, girl, you are your Amy's, like, little girl for sure. Because my sister and my aunt, they have boys, and I just feel like I had that little girl for them, because she do so many things like them, y'all, and I'm just kind of like, okay, y'all know, because I don't like that little trait. I don't like that little part of you that's right there. And it was almost like, you know, then I had to go to the why not me parent, my Amy and my sister. And it's just, you know, it's all fun and games until, you know, somebody picks you out, then you're off the handle. But I do my best to self-regulate with my beautiful baby, because, of course, you know, she said, and I don't like she said, but in real life, your kids are not asked to be here. So it's kind of one of those things, like, you don't let them say that though, because they're disrespectful. But at the end of the day, it's your job to make sure they understand how to reach their goals and how to live on purpose with purpose. And so I do my best to help both my kids do that. Help my kids that are not mine biologically. I had some step kids from my first marriage that, you know, I still stay in contact with, and it's like anybody that I'm around, or any child I'm around, any adult, any young adult, I just want to help whoever I can. So whatever I'm doing in my life, it should be a positive reflection of the things that I have been through, the things I have been through, the things I'm going to go through, because we have no idea what's to come. All we know is the things that we have went through already. So with those things that I have went through already, how can I help somebody on their journey, or how can I learn from this to not make these same mistakes? My sweetheart always asks me, what was the lesson? You know, you can say all these gripes and all the stuff you didn't care for, the stuff you don't like, or people you don't like, but where's the lesson in the things that you had to do? Where's the lesson in the execution that you didn't do? You know, what are the things that you can do better at, and how can you benefit from the lesson learned, and how can you help somebody else with that? So that's really my big thing, and I try my best to live on purpose with purpose, and be intentional in all that I do. So thank you, KERBONLINE, for helping me with, you know, breaking out of my shell, because it's most definitely, every time I get on the show, I'm like, I'm going against my natural self of not wanting to be talking to people all the time. And then people say, well, you don't like that. I say, it's not that I don't like to talk to people, but I just like to make sure whatever I'm saying something. I hate to just have meaningless conversations. So thank you, KRB, for keeping me with something to talk about that's meaningful. So it's Jess, and I'm gonna leave you off with, y'all already know, some Earth, Wind, and Fire, because I told y'all I was gonna act right for a little while, but I'm gonna end with it because y'all know this what I like. That is what I like. So once again, thank you, KRB, for all the support and all the love shown. And we are about to be out. Okay, TikTok, I love y'all. YouTube, I love y'all. Y'all be good, be safe. Enjoy y'all, rest of y'all weekends. But this Jess and JessTalks, and I am out. Now I'm gonna move on and enjoy the rest of my weekend.